I bet you have never heard of these watch brands. There's no way you've heard of all of them. No chance. Stay tuned for the most expensive one. We'll begin at the cheapest. This is your attention. This is how you stay on this video. I need that. I need you to stay on the video. Please stay on the video. Please. Right, let's learn some stuff. I never in my life thought I would talk about a brand that finds its origin on Kickstarter. 99% of the watches that come from Kickstarter are absolute and utter rubbish. I'm only using proper language. I'm not swearing in this video. I swear on my life. We have absolute dog poop brands that start on Kickstarter. I don't even want to name them. It's so difficult for a company that started on Kickstarter to get rid of that stamp. But these guys, I believe, are the only ones to ever have done that. I'm talking about a watch brand that started in 2019 by two Dutch people that do not live in the Netherlands. There is a resemblance here. Look at me. I have nothing to do with this brand, by the way. They're absolutely insane value for money. And I would argue to say that in this price bracket, Maen, which is the brand I'm talking about, is one of the most value for money watches out there. Period. Let me make another statement here. Some of the Maen watches, including the diver, including the chronograph, are value for money, pound for pound, kilo for kilo, the best value for money pieces you can buy today. I'm talking about battles against Hamilton, against Longines. Honestly, it is insane. And it's mad because the brand doesn't really have any heritage, doesn't have any history, bar some Kickstarter bollocks. They have been able to get that Kickstarter stamp away from them by just making insane quality watches. Insane value for money. Swiss movements for incredible prices. The Brooklyn 36, insane calendar complication. The watch costs 670 euros, which is insane value for that exact watch. The Hudson 38, absolutely love that watch. It's a proper dive watch, but my absolute favorite is the chronograph. And no wonder that that chronograph is sold out. It's a Swiss automatic Sellita chronograph movement. Can I repeat? A Swiss chronograph movement in a beautiful case, an incredible dial, an incredible watch for 1,500 euros. And I'm not surprised that that watch is sold out. That is a watch brand not many people know of, you don't know of, but now you do, and you should definitely consider for your next watch purchase. That is the steal of the century. And this is how Maen got away from their Kickstarter stamp. They literally gave the world value for money. The best proposition you can imagine. For that, I just want a big W in the chat. Where are we going now? I want to go to Austria. Is Hitler not from Austria, no? That's not a swear word. You can say so much about Austria. They like skiing. They like ice skating. They like communist leaders. Like, okay, he's dead. Dead a long time, to be fair. Hitler. They love ice cream and beer, but watches is something you've never heard of. These guys are actually married to each other, right? And they have been able to stay together while working together, which is an achievement on its own. Of course, I'm talking about Habring 2. And Habring 2 is for sure one people have never heard of. Although they have been making watches since 2004, I'm pretty sure that they are the only couple in the world that is making watches as a watch brand for themselves. They produce about 200 watches each year. Minimalism is the right word if you look at their designs and their movements. I've seen an incredible deadbeat second watch. Does that mean anything to you? It's a mechanical movement that beats exactly like a quartz, so dead beats, right? It doesn't sweep, but it is mechanical. It's actually really complicated to produce, you know? If we look at a chronograph, absolutely spectacular. Everything is hand finished, as they say, made with love. I just seen their website. I must say their website could do with some updating. It's absolutely horrendous, which is not a swear word, by the way. I'm just pointing that out. And I don't think it gives a right representation of the Habring 2 brand. I think what they do is absolutely spectacular and should not be overlooked in any way, shape or form. Within the price bracket of about 4, 5, maybe 6, 7,000 pounds are definitely worth your consideration. They don't have Instagram. They don't spend any money on marketing apparently, but still people today talk about their watches. That shows that word of mouth is the most valuable marketing you can have. All you have to do is make great watches. And let me tell you, Habring 2 makes incredible watches. I still haven't sworn in this video, by the way. For all those on Reddit, for all those everywhere in the world that call me a loudmouth piece of whatever, your observations are absolutely remarkable. Mwah. I'm so proud to announce that I'm the new columnist of Oracle Time. I have been given the total freedom to write about anything you need to know about the watch industry. This magazine is the only place where you'll be able to read my column. It's not just about me, because I wouldn't be here without your support. I have been able to secure a 40% discount for you so you can read my column. There's a lot of other benefits on that. You're being entered in a draw and some other mad exclusive discounts and events, etc. Please make sure you do not miss out on my first column, which is just released. I'll give you a wee sneak peek. Please go to the first link in the description and use the code Nico40. I mean, this is our biggest achievement yet. So if you like to read or you can't read at all, there's also some nice pictures in there. We are heading towards Germany. You see the trend coming here? I want to talk about a brand that isn't that recent, right? This is the oldest brand on this list. A brand that was founded by a German guy in Munich. This is actually an incredible story, right? The guy that started Chronoswiss was working for Heuer and got fired from Heuer because Heuer went bankrupt, right? He didn't get fired, he got let go. What do you call that?
Let go.
Let go, that one. Heuer was struggling to pay their staff. So instead of paying their staff with money, which they didn't have, they paid their watchmakers in movement, in parts, in cases, anything that allows you to build a watch. And this is how Chronoswiss was born. A lot of people don't know this, but this is actually an incredible story of a gentleman finding adversity. Because he lost his job, he lost everything, and started a watch brands from the parts that had been given to him as a salary. And that is crazy. Chronoswiss did have some rough times, and in 1987, they produced their first proper wristwatch. This watch featured the regulator dial, a watch that has two separate hands, separate minute hand, separate hour hand. And they're still famous for doing that today. Chronoswiss is not the same company as it was back in the day. And I would argue to say that Chronoswiss today is doing some of the most incredible and most difficult techniques that watchmaking has ever seen. Like guilloche dials, completely made in hand. It is one of the most incredible and difficult techniques in the watchmaking world. Even Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet and other brands are struggling to do this as good as Chronoswiss does it. I mean, I have several examples of watches that they have. Delphis Oracle, it's a limited edition of 50 pieces with a guilloche dial that is absolutely insane. Like, this is one of the most insane colors of blue I have ever seen in my life. The famous regulator dial that made them big initially. And then the curved enamel dial. Absolutely bizarre. And if this watch featured any other name, it would be for sure double the price. The watch brand is currently run by the guys who actually bought the watch brand. I think in 2011, 2012, the same people are still running the company today. That shows proper passion for watchmaking. I think they produce between 5,000 and 8,000 pieces every single year, and that is actually impressive for a brand that not many people know of. Here's some more people that know you now. There you go. From one communist country to the other, we're traveling to the other side of the world. That wasn't a bomb.
Please don't tell me we're going to Japan.
No, we are going to Japan. No, it's actually China. I could change this and make a Japanese brand in there. This video is escalating quickly, mate. Can I just talk about this Japanese watch brand quickly? This is as well incredible value for money. Chrono Tokyo. You know what it is about them? Their logo is of course written in Japanese. That, for some reason, has an incredible appeal. I'm just really drawn to them. I have never held a Chrono Tokyo watch in my hands, but I've heard so many incredible things about it. That's a wee bonus one. There you go. But last but not least, repeat after me, okay, please. We cannot ignore Chinese watchmaking any longer. Thank you. I am a big fan of Behrens. Behrens is really pushing the limit of what is possible with watchmaking. They're about to release the lightest watch in the world, 11 grams. Like, I am heaviest. That's the lightest. It's the opposite of the spectrum. What they do with watches is the bollocks. I really found out about them because I was interested in a Konstantin Chaikin Joker. Now, that wasn't accessible for me, but I was guided towards Behrens. Behrens made a Joker, a collaboration watch, together with the Russian watchmaker, Konstantin Chaikin, right? I know this is going from war to war to war, but this is ignore the war story, right? Please. But Konstantin Chaikin is a Russian watchmaker who collaborated together with Behrens Behrens to make about, I think, 200 Joker watches, which allowed the customers of Konstantin Chaikin to have access to a Joker that actually bear the name Konstantin Chaikin. I actually fell in love with that watch, and I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, would rather have the Behrens and Konstantin Chaikin collaboration rather than the actual Konstantin Chaikin. So that is absolutely mind-blowing. Behrens is doing some crazy design, some crazy watchmaking for relatively affordable prices. Keep in mind, highly complicated movements cost a lot of money. So I'm saying between $2,000 and $15,000, you can pick a Behrens up with different complications. And next to that, producing the lightest watch ever in the world is an incredible achievement. So for that, Behrens is definitely on my list of my favorite watch brands you have never heard of. And by the way, I want to see your favorite watch brands in the comments that I have never heard of. Challenge me, because I'm the Messiah, the daddy of watches. Yeah, I want you to make a proper effort. Let's do a show off here. A watch show off.